Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet, and we're going to be casting another one of Santa's placement matches. So, cast one yesterday, and he did a fairly decent job for his first ever game, man. He had some excellent Triple M going on. He had some excellent macro going on. Got beaten back a few times, but in the end, managed to do an awesome drop on top of the enemy player's base, and did a fantastic job. So yes, he's going to be facing a Terran player this game. Let's get the production tab up. So it is going to be D Nichols down the bottom left side of the map, and he's going to be playing Terran. And up the top right side of the map, it is none other than Santa, who probably should be red, to be fair. I mean, he was blue last game, he was blue this game. Probably should be red, but you know what, that's not really something you can control. So regardless of the fact, he is blue, and yeah, he is going to be starting off this game doing an excellent job, actually doing a really excellent job. So yeah, it'd be interesting. This is a much bigger map, so it's going to be much harder for both players to put pressure on each other early game, but it does look like Santa's going to be starting off the same sort of general tactic that he did last game, and yeah, looking forward to see how this game goes. It's going to be interesting. Mr. D Nichols going for a double barracks off the first supply depot. Looks like he is level 30 because he's got that, or at least level 20 because he's got that funky supply depot radar thing going on, which is pretty nice. But yeah, not much else to talk about this early in the game, I guess. Yeah, it's just I'm pretty much just going to be doing a bunch of stuff after this, after we've cast these 5 games. I've got a bunch of fan games that have been sent in that I'm going to be casting just after Christmas, and going to be getting stuck into the tournament. I'm almost certainly going to be casting the Red Bull one as well. It wasn't a huge tournament. The group stages, after the group stages, went straight into semi-finals, I believe. So just going to be casting the semis, the finals, and the third game, the third place. But we do have the DreamHack Winter Tournament as well, which we're going to be checking out after that, and that is going to be a lot of games, so that's going to take us quite a while to get through. Not going to do every single game in the tournament, obviously, but we're going to do a lot of them, a lot of the series, and that's going to be awesome. So yeah, I suppose this is not really much going on early game, this game. We do have a few Marines coming out. We have the double barracks from D Nichols. He's going to get down a third barrack, so could be thinking about doing some very heavy early Marine pressure, but I don't think that D Nichols has any idea where Santa is. So yeah, these Marines destroying the SCV, so Santa knows where D Nichols is, but D Nichols does not know where Santa is. So here we go. Looks like he's going out for a scout now. So here we go, Santa going for the same stuff. He's got the Marines coming out, he's got the Marauders coming out, so getting into the tech nice and early. Have a look at the income. Santa's lagging behind a little bit, but he does have both players have an orbital, so yeah, he's just lagging behind a little bit, but he's still doing alright, and this worker is going to be running around everywhere, doing a beautiful scout to see what is going on all over the place. So yeah, it's going to take a while for that SDV to find him, but eventually, of course, he will find him. And got a reactor coming out. Pretty standard play. We're seeing the shields come out straight away. Sees, just based on what we saw last game as well, Santa seems to like to get the shields before the stim. So I guess if you don't really have exceptional micro, like you don't really know how to use stim that well, then shields is definitely a great upgrade because it keeps your Marines alive a lot longer, and we know that Santa loves to build a ton of Marines. Like he was building 6 at a time in the previous game. There's a command center. I thought there was another barracks for a sec, but there we go. Another command center coming down, and the scouting worker is going to come down. We'll see if it gets wasted or not. It may very well get wasted. Yep, there it goes. Absolutely destroyed. So both players know where they both are right now. We got a command center coming down for Santa. We got a bunch of reactors coming down for D Nichols, as well as 2 barracks with tech labs. So going to be able to do a lot of early pressure in this game, and it's basically going to come down to triple M for both players, but it does look like D Nichols has, at least early game, has got the army superiority. He's actually fallen behind on workers. Santa has pushed up, continued to build workers, whereas D Nichols kind of lagging behind a bit. He's did 22 versus Santa's 23. And with the second command center coming out so much earlier from Santa, we're going to be seeing a lot more macro from his side of the map, but he has to survive this force coming up nice and early. I think he will be able to do that. I think just off these bases, he's managed to build quite a decent force, and the Marauders, of course, are going to make a decent difference. Here we got another barracks and a factory and an energy bay coming down. So and there we go, the orbital command coming out. So just sort of sitting back with both players, seeing what's happening. Nothing really happening really fast. Just having a go, having a crack, seeing what happens. We have a barracks coming out, and look, to be honest, there's not really much happening. So there's not really much for us to comment on. We can sort of speculate on how this battle will happen. I mean, we do have a bunch of Marauders. Here we go. They're starting to move out. Going to be defending the orbital command as it comes down. So that's going to be pretty awesome. And yeah, that's actually a scan coming down from Santa right there. We managed to see that. So he does know there are a very large amount of Marines on the map. And D Nichols, is he going to be, yeah, he's going to be moving out here. Going to be having a go at Santa. And how are we looking for the upgrades? Neither player has anything. We've got 1 weapons, halfway done for D Nichols, and just started for Santa. But Santa does have stim already up, so yeah, hopefully he stims up and maybe he'll survive this engagement. I'm not sure. I really should get some bunkers down here though. Bunkers would be an excellent idea, because otherwise he could be in a lot of trouble right here. I don't know whether D Nichols is going to wait for 1 weapons. That would not be a bad idea, but he may just run in. He's actually got the level 30 Marine skin as well, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, let's see what these guys do. If they're going to move in. Looks like he's just moving the Marauders in, and not sure. There we go. He's putting the Marauders up the front to take all the heavy damage. And here we go. Santa instantly moving in. The Marauders go down, but a ton of Marines are left over. It's a nice play from D Nichols there, putting the Marauders in front, taking all the heavy hits. It's definitely paid off. The orbital definitely has to move straight away. And Santa, with no forces on the map, suddenly just 31 workers, but no actual forces. He's in quite a bit of trouble here. Stimming up to take out the reactor and the supply depot. Continuing to build forces. They were actually building a couple of Hellions as well. And he may be able to survive this, but it's not looking good. I'd estimate he's going to lose quite a few workers trying to take these guys out. Although they're currently going for the supply depots, not so much going for the workers. And trying to supply cap Santa. He's very close to being supply capped actually. Loses 1 more. And he's going to be going down, but the Hellions coming out, roasting 3 or 4 Marines so far. Only 3 left now, and they're starting to go for the workers. This is very bad for Santa. Have a look at the units lost. He's down 4, 5 workers lost, but the workers are turning on the Marines, and the Marines do go down. They didn't have much health anyway, so they lost quite hard there. And Santa really on the back foot. He's even got some missile turrets up there. I don't know what they were defending against, maybe medevac drops or something, maybe banshees, but they didn't really help too much in that engagement. So D Nichols, on the other hand, going for his expansion now. He's going for he's got a ton of forces up already, and this time they do have 1 weapons, both players with 1 weapons, but we do have was this concussive shells coming out for D Nichols, so he's looking very strong at the moment. 8 and 18 versus 1 and 3. And Santa is producing Reapers for some reason. I'm not sure why he's producing Reapers, to be honest. I think Reapers are fairly good versus Marines in small situations. In massive situations, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I don't think you need a ton of Reapers to shred a ton of Marines. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this happens, because D Nichols is going to be pushing in here. He's going to be hitting Santa in a very short amount of time, and I just don't know how this is going to happen. Some bunkers coming up now, better late than never, but I don't think it's going to be soon enough. Force trying to rank behind. The Reapers just getting hit by Marauder Fire. They're just getting destroyed here. A couple of medevacs not going to be able to do anything, and I think this is it for Santa. I think he's going to have to concede this game because... And there's nothing left. He's got nothing left. And he can't even raise the supply depots here. Not that it would do much, but there we go. All the mules going down. All of these forces doing a fantastic job. And a couple more. He's still building Reapers. And we'll see. I don't think they're going to... They definitely do shred the Marines quite fast, but they're horrible against the Marauders. So, yeah. If it's pure Marine, maybe Reapers would be the way to go, but there was tons of Marauders in that army, and the Reapers just horrible against Marauders. So bad. So anyway, that's game number 2. Santa taking a loss there. And you know what? I would have been astounded if he had won 5 games in a row in his very first 5 games. It would be almost impossible. So I gotta say, good on him for having a go in that game. And sometimes you're going to take a loss. So there we go. That's been Santa playing Ranked Ladder. And it was a pretty good game. So we'll come back tomorrow, see what happens. Stay tuned. This has been Hairy Muppet. I hope you enjoyed this game.